Alright, the reading rationale that I chose to work with this week was the 4-to-1 strategy, categorized under the reading strategy on page 52. I used the 4-to-1 strategy when reading the article Roly-Poly Pill Bugs by Cynthia Sherwood. The strategy's purpose is to have students analyze topics and then share orally with the class as a whole. In my class, I paired them up in groups of 3 and had them read the article alone. The students summarized the paragraph into one word or a short phrase, then negotiated with their group. And when they had one consensus, they shared orally with the class. The other rationale that I also worked with was a closed passage under the writing category, which is found on page 53. It was about our unit, a review on our unit for food chains. The students were given a review worksheet on a chapter and given a word bank for each part. The students were to work independently and figure out the missing words and sentences to create a coherent passage. The main purpose of this strategy is to increase comprehension and to increase their inference skills. Again, I had the same class, which was a group of third grade students. There were 18 of them, and we had 3 EL students. The outcomes for both strategies were pretty positive. For the 4-to-1 strategy, the students enjoyed working together, and they were convincing each other and using all these reasons why and giving each other, they were debating very well, actually. The article was 6 passages long, and when they first got it, they weren't too thrilled to read this nonfiction passage that was really long, but after I explained that they wouldn't be reading all of it, they were fine. The EL students were actually very vocal about their opinions and actually participated very much in this activity. The other positives were that each student understood the passage and the main idea of the passage. The closed passage strategy was also a success. The students completed the worksheet fairly quickly. They all got 100s. I only had one student struggle, which was the EL student. She didn't know some of the meanings of the content words, but I helped and guided her throughout the process, and she also understood it. Some changes that I would make in the future. One aspect that I would change for the reading strategy is to have students work on reading more nonfiction articles, on a weekly basis. I had a hard time at the beginning convincing them to work on it because they thought it was going to be very long and boring. Another aspect was to work one-on-one with the EL students that seemed to struggle with the content of the information. And as Freeman said, when teachers teach both language and content, students learn language and content at the same time. According to Freeman, this technique is the most efficient way for EL learners to succeed at language and content in the classroom. I also noticed that many of the students relied on context clues, which means I should work harder teaching context clues to my EL students, which would help them succeed in all different areas. Overall, I thought both strategies were great to use in my classroom, and I'll be using them in the future.